Hey everybody, I'm back here today with my second video of my series in which I would like to discuss my favorite verses, and this particular song I actually just got to know very recently. It's by a singer called Tamino. He's Belgian of Middle Eastern heritage, if I'm not mistaken Egyptian. I think his grandfather was a very famous singer in Egypt, and the name of the song is called Habibi, which means my love. And it's a very beautiful song, very sad, nostalgic, but I just find it to be so beautifully written that I decided to bring it today and start teaching, just showing the chords. And I'm gonna have a play along, and then at the end I would love you guys to stick around and watch the part that I discuss a little bit about why I love that song so much, what calls so much my attention to that song. So if you already know most of the chords, the song is not specifically difficult, like not that crazy chords. So I'm gonna put in the comments the time tag so you can move along to a fast forward to a further point of the video, maybe to the play along or to the discussion point. I'm gonna leave everything in the comments. So just to start, I'm gonna show you the chord progression of the first part of the song, which is the verse, which will be D minor, G minor, A, and then you repeat the D minor. So I'm going to specify a little bit about the fingering, and then I'll be right back. So to start the D minor, you're going to put your first finger on the first fret of the E string, and then you're going to put your third finger, your ring finger, on the second fret of the C string, and you're going to put your middle finger on the second fret of the G string. That's a D minor. And then the second chord that we're gonna use is the G minor, which is, I think, about almost like a sideways triangle, if that makes sense, if that helps the visualization. So you're gonna put your first finger on the first fret of the A string. You're gonna put your second finger, your middle finger, on the second fret of the C string, and on the third fret of the E string you're gonna put your ring, your finger number 3. That's a G minor. And then we're gonna have an A chord, which is your first finger you're gonna put on the first fret of the C string, and your second finger, finger number 2, you're gonna put on the second fret of the G string. That's an A. So those are the 3 different chords for the verse part. So just to complete the progression of the verse, you just add a D minor at the end. So that will be what you should try to practice in terms of transition. So D minor, G minor, A, D minor. I'll come back with the later transition part. So for the transition part, it's very, very quick. You just have a couple of strums or so that you're going from A to an E, and it's played just like I said as a transition to get into the chorus. So it's very quick, but it does have the, I guess, one of the most hated chords of the ukulele community, which is the E. So the A, I already taught it on the first, I already showed you, on the first part. That's finger number 1 on your first fret of the C string, and your finger number 2 on the second fret of the G. And the E, you're gonna have your first finger on the second fret of the A string, and then you're gonna have on strings E, C, and A, those strings here, they're gonna have to be fretted on the 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4 fret. So a lot of people don't like to make transitions with that, because it's you use all your 4 fingers, and it's kind of an unnatural movement. So my tip is that maybe you can try a bar. That's how I usually play the E. Since there's those 3 here, instead of putting my 3 fingers, it's like a lot to move. I usually bar with this finger with my ring. So maybe you can practice to try your finger flexible to do this way, and then you bar your strings here, and then instead of just putting my finger here on the second fret, I usually put it like a little bit of, to be a little bit more stable, I put my finger over like that, because it won't matter if it touch other strings, since this one here should be fretting the fourth fret. So just to be more stable, and when I play along, when I do the play along, probably that's how you're gonna see me playing, like this, or even like this. I mentioned before I have a guitar background, so I'm used to kind of do bar chords this way. So yeah, whatever works for you, so just try to figure it out with those different ways. So I'll come back for the chorus and the end of the song. So for the chorus, the chord progression is gonna follow like this. It's gonna be a D minor to a G minor to an F and then an A. So the D minor, G minor, and A, we already talked about it. So the only really new chord on this song is gonna be an F. So the F, you fret your first finger on the E string, on the first fret of the E string, and then your ring finger goes to the second fret of the G string. So it's gonna be like this, which makes very easy for the chord that will come after the F, which is gonna be an A, that you don't even have to move your middle finger. You just move your F from the E string to the C string, and then that's how you're gonna play in the transition. So those are the chords for the chorus, and then after the chorus is sung for the third time, it's gonna get into a bridge that's quite long actually in the song, that will use the same chord progression basically almost to the end of the song, which the chorus will be repeated. So there's not a lot of chords. There is the E chord in the song, which is a little problematic, but otherwise it should be it shouldn't be that hard, especially because the song is it's a very slow song and all. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna do a play along, and sorry if I'm gonna make my mistakes, and like I said it before, I'm not a singer. I've been telling this in every video of mine. I'm terrible at singing. I don't have a very like a projection with my voice, so just bear with me, and if I leave some mistakes, it's just to show that's what it comes. Sometimes you're gonna reach perfection as you keep practicing more and more, and that's still my case. So don't give up, anybody. That's just keep playing. All right, so see you with the play along. Something hides every night, brings his eye from the deep, with the comes a burning light to keep us eyes from our sleep. The false that tries his best to make the white pearl shine, glances of a new day have arrived. Though he's not alone, he fears to never love another and leave his heart forever with her smile. Habibi, left the eyes to rust, and every time it is recalled, it covers all in dust. Hey everybody, just took a break from my day to come here and talk a little bit about why I love the Habibi song so much. And I took advantage of this time to come and check of our chicks. We just got them in there. We even have like some visitors there. You see some turkeys? Yeah. So anyway, just took a break of the day to check if the chicks are doing okay. And about the song Habibi, I just find it to be so beautifully written. There's some images that I find it to be very very strong, like he says about how his eyes are rusting, probably from crying so much, how like how things cover all with dust, because how he seems to live in the past so much that everything's covered with dust. So I thought there was like such strong images. But my favorite verse is the one that he says, as the full star tries his best to make the white pearl shine, glances of a new day have arrived. I really liked it just to think about the idea of a star struggling to make a pearl shiny, because a pearl, it's already something white and has that glow already, but his darkness is such that even that is hard to accomplish. It's hard to see if that's also a metaphor, in the sense that a pearl usually is used for the sense of wisdom, since the pearl grows takes a long time to grow and grows in layers. So is our wisdom. The same thing happens to our wisdom. We take a long time to develop that knowledge, that wisdom in us. So I wonder if that's it, that even if he knows that things will be eventually okay, but right now he's just struggling to see the light as something good in his life. the light for him, as the song says, is just burning him. So it's a sad song, and I think what adds a lot to this song is his voice. Please check him out. His singing, his vocal range, like I said in the beginning, it's absolutely amazing. And also, I think this Middle Eastern feature adds a lot to this sense of nostalgia. The way that he sings the notes. Yeah, so I think it's very worthwhile to check him out. So that's it for today. That's our second video. Thank you if you stay up to this moment. And I would love the conversation to keep going. Tell me what's your favorite verse. Try your own version of the song. And just let me know in the comments. Just, that's it. So have a good day. Bye-bye.